What's going on, everyone? Juicepacks here, and welcome back to the Terraria 1.3 Super Nub Extravaganza. Still making some, got a little progression going on in my Terraria playthrough. I've actually had some successful encounters. I killed Mr. Slime King again. Got myself a little slime hook out of the deal. And I actually went on and tried, to be honest with you, I thought it was going to end very poorly, or I would have hit that record button. But I went on and tried Skeletron again, and just worked him this time. He got his ass wrecked, which was awesome. And to be honest with you, I think I'm ready to take on the brain. I don't have a full set of armor. I actually explored quite a bit. I went all the way down to hell and came to the sad conclusion that I wasn't able to mine the hellstone down there. Of course I need to take on the brain. As soon as I take on the brain, I can get shit done. I got just a ton. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where it all at? There it is. I got a bunch of Crimtane bars ready to go, and just can't do anything with them yet until I start working on the brain a little bit. And last episode, I went on and got the that sand gun, which is just incredibly badass. And I got the Amazon little yo-yo action. I played around with the reforging and actually screwed myself a bit, so I'm in the saving process. What do I have saved up here anyway? Let's see. I got 7 gold saved back up. Got a lot of work to do there on the gold situation. And, obviously I need to reforge that again and get that. It was actually better before I started messing with it. Which, whatever. Shit happens. But, done a little work on the place. I've got a few new pieces of equipment. What do we got? Oh, I got the Tinkerer, that's right. The Tinkerer's here. Now that I killed Skeletron, I got down into the dungeon and found the Goblin Tinkerer. I looked just absolutely everywhere and couldn't find him. And I read on the almighty and knowledgeable interwebs to just keep checking the dungeon, reloading, checking the dungeon, reloading, and eventually I ran into him. It did take a minute or two. Now, one dilemma I've come to now is, although I absolutely love the sand gun, it is just messy. And if you're fighting anything around your house, or around your spawn point, after every fight you just gotta clean up. So, I've taken on the eye a couple more times, just because, and I just had quite a mess. The first time I took him on with the sand gun, I wanted to check it out. I completely destroyed him, but I had so much sand laying around everywhere that it was just a real pain in the ass to pick it all up. Now, I think the sand gun's really going to come in handy for me when I get down to the Wall of Flesh and some of the other baddies that I don't have to fight right here. But what I'm really looking forward now is that paintball gun. I think the paintball gun is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to get me through a lot of the close encounters here close to the spawn point. Now, being the Terraria super nub that I am, I didn't really know how to kill this guy. At first, I got him killed once during the Goblin invasion. No paintball gun. I got him killed again during the eye fight. No paintball gun. And now that I got my Goblin Tinkerer, I've been just making boulders and dropping them on his head, which, is just rude. But that's the only way I can figure out how to kill him, because, relying on mobs to kill him when there's some sort of a mob invasion has just not gone well. So I've been relying on these boulders here. You see they've been respawning in both of these houses. So I got a boulder set up over here, but he actually, this time, he chose this house as his humble abode. So I had got to move back over here, and let's see if I can just be lucky enough to get me a paintball gun. Oh, Missed an opportunity there, but that's alright. Because I got another opportunity right here. That should get him. Nothing, huh? Damn it. No paintball gun again. I don't know how many times I'm going to farm these guys. According to the wiki, I believe it's a 10% drop chance, which, you know, obviously that doesn't mean if you do it 10 times you're going to get it. If you've got the crappy RNG luck like I do, having a 10% chance to drop could involve 20 times, 30 times, whatever the case is. Now, I'm willing to kill the shit out of this painter at every opportunity. But no paintball gun so far. I think that's actually his 5th death now. So I've done it a few times, you know, not a bunch. I don't know what people average out there. You know, I'm sure some people get lucky and get it on the first drop, blah, 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 blah. Now, down in the dungeon, I found a few different interesting items. I have been using this murderous Muramasa. Now, I know it's not, I'm assuming it's not anywhere near one of the better pre-hard mode melee weapons, but it has come in handy when I'm just, you know, running across the world or whatever the case is. Now, on that same note, I also had, I had a meteorite landing, and I just can't find the damn thing. I looked, and I looked, and I looked, and I looked, and I'm just having no luck finding it. So I'm hoping another meteor drops at some point soon and gets me all hooked up, because, you know, I can't get myself any meteorite ore right now because I can't find the damn thing. Now, I'm assuming it's probably landed up on one of those little sky islands or whatever the hell they're called. But I've yet to find one of them yet either. I have been having a ton of fun in the game, and I'm anxious to get myself into hard mode. But obviously, I'm still ill-prepared. Not quite ready for the hard mode yet. And that sand gun is just so badass. It's just a shame it's so messy. Messy, messy. Now, a few things I'm concerned about with getting up to hard mode. And like I said, I know I'm nowhere near there yet. But a few things I'm concerned about is the whole spread of the Crimson. Now, I know there's a lot of things you can do to, you know, to prepare for that. But I just don't know, is that something I need to, you know, do I need to kind of quarantine my area off as best as I can now, pre-hard mode? Or is that something I can wait a little while for? Whatever the case is, I just don't know. Also, to be honest with you, I find it a little awkward to use the hook with the default E button. I'm debating on which button to change it to. I've got lots of options, of course. I've got a, you know, I've got multiple mouse buttons I can configure, the whole 9 yards. I'm using a Razer Naga. So, you know, there's some things I could do to change up that grappling hook, and I've yet to do so. And I know as well I need to get into the habit of using it, where right now I'm not. I've just been relying on the double jump and the little, you know, little burst of goodness from my rocket boots. Now, I did combine those. I got myself, what are they called? The Spectre boots. Thank you, oh great and mighty interwebs, as I was unaware of how that whole program worked, and that gave me a nice little introduction. Now, I still got a lot of gear to work on in that aspect, and I still have a mismatched armor set. I haven't had too much of a problem so far with the armor I'm wearing, so you know, it's had a little priority. I actually have enough gold now where I could go ahead and replace this mining helmet. A few other things, you know, of course I want some pets. You know I can get that imp as soon as I'm willing to go downstairs. Of course, I can't farm any of the materials down there without first killing the brain and getting myself that badass pickaxe. So at this stage, To be honest with you, I'm not really sure what to do. You know, pre-hard mode, I can't really expect to get anything good, I think, from the bosses that I'm comfortable killing now. Which, Skeletron and, you know, the Eye, of course, are the only things I've tackled to this point. Now, I did bust one of the thingies in the Crimson. Can't remember what they're called. And, that, you know, that's how I got the Goblin Tinkerer going and all that stuff. Now, I just don't, you know, I want to get up and discover these Sky Islands and such, and, you know, same thing there. I just don't really know where the first thing to go. You know, I've heard people talk about looking on their map and being able to find it. When I look on my map, I don't find it. I don't see shit. So, debating on creating a sky bridge going across to maybe look forward, and to also farm some fallen stars in case I ever get that gun that shoots those things. But for the meantime, my main concern is that damn paintball gun, and Mr. Painter and my garbage RNG luck have kept me away from blasting multicolored goodness all over my enemies. But whatever, we'll get there. So, Skeletron has what? He has a chance to respawn every night after you kill him, because homie out front, the old man, or is that his name, the old man? He's gone now, of course. And to be honest with you, I've opened several chests in the dungeon, and this this sword was really the only decent thing I've found so far. Now I haven't found, you know, I mentioned the pets. I haven't found any pets, and I've looted just a bazillion chests. So I'm sure there's not much available pre-hard mode, but I would like to have had something. And you know, of course, I want to find a way to get rid of this mining helmet. But I'm having some real light issues, obviously. Let's see, enough killing random baddies while I mumble on over here. Let's get back. No painter yet. I can't kill you again quite yet. Thank you. Thank you very much. Dope, dope. Now, when I did fight Skeletron, I didn't know what to think, so I set up a little... Oh, there's Carlo the painter. Sweet. Awesome, Carlo. Get your ass up there. Oh, he's on the roof. Already ready to go. Ready to get his ass handed to him. Let's see. Oh, oh, oh. Is that going to get him? Carlo was slain. No goddamn paintball gun. Ugh. So irritating. Make sure I didn't miss it anywhere. I didn't. Anyway, I did set up kind of a mini arena to fight Skeletron, and to be honest with you, I don't think pre-hard mode it was necessary. Quite the chump old Mr. Skeletron is in pre-hard mode. I think in hard mode, obviously, I'll probably have quite the problem with many of the baddies, as, you know, I'm not very agile yet. I'll be honest. I do a lot of just jumping and running back and forth, and that's been what has helped me succeed thus far. You know, I haven't really farmed much underground in this icy biome here. Same thing there, I haven't really found a whole lot interesting on the internet that would make me want to farm down that area. You know, if you know some untapped goodness that I'm missing down there, by all means leave it in the comments below. I would love all the help I can get, and I appreciate everyone who has helped me thus far to turn my super nub fest here into at least a fun time. The demolitionist has arrived, so I accidentally killed the demolitionist too. That's alright. Fuck that guy. Anyway, I'm going to show you my little arena that I made for Skeletron, and then we'll call it good for this episode. I was really hoping to find that damn paintball gun on camera. I am going to keep farming it. in hope that I find it again. Anyway, I put this together. I didn't, you know, like I said, I don't think it ended up really being necessary, as Skeletron pre-hard mode is pretty much a chump. But I just threw this arena together. I tried to cover, you know, 3/4 of the screen. And that's what helped me get it done so far. Of course, I could have spaced them out a little bit more, which I failed to do. But I didn't have my little rocket boots yet. So was unable to do anything with that. But that's going to do it for this episode. We got a failed attempt at killing the painter and getting a paintball gun. Am I full? Is that what the deal is? Let's see. Get rid of this grappling hook and pick that thing up and then head on back home. But anyway, like I said, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Click that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to have to do some major renovations here to the crib. Obviously, we've grown. We've got NPCs out the UU. And I need to pretty this humble abode up a little bit, as it's just a cluster right now. And, you know, moderately irritating. But that's going to do it for now. So thank you once again. We'll see you soon. And be back probably tomorrow. I'm so hooked on this damn game. With some more Terraria 1.3 in the Super Nub Extravaganza. Thanks again. See ya.